Hey everyone, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel, to my videos, however you're listening to my stuff. If you guys are interested, you can go join my team at patreon.com/boomshikha and the link is in the description. In today's video, we'll be speaking about love and INFJs. I've been kind of thinking about this a lot over the last few days because I haven't fallen in love in a long time. I think it's because I had like a bad experience in my long-term relationship 2-3 years ago. Not really a bad experience, it's just like I fell in love and I was really in love and then it ended and I'm thinking to myself, but I thought this is gonna last forever. What happened, right? And also, so INFJs, as I've said before, like we're afraid to show our true senses and our true feelings and true emotions and everything because we're so afraid that people are going to judge us and they're going to run away from us. Basically, I am always constantly surprised when people want to hang out with me, when people want to be friends with me. Because I'm thinking to myself, do you know who I am? Do you really know who I am? Oh, you don't. That's why you want to hang out with me. When you actually find out who I really am, you're not going to want to hang out with me. And that's the thing that goes on in my head. It's dumb, I know. But that's what I think. And so I'm surprised when people want to hang out with me, but I'm not surprised when people want to break off our friendship or don't want to hang out with me anymore. I'm like, good. Now you know who I truly am, right? And so when the relationship broke off, I was like, okay, cool, yeah. So I'm not supposed to be in a relationship because if people really knew what I was, how quirky, crazy, emotional, clingy, obsessive, blah, blah, that I was, then people wouldn't want to be around me, right? But that's like the fixed mindset thing that I'm like trying to get out of my head. And I hate that. I hate that we think this way about ourselves because INFJs have a lot to offer to this world, but for some reason, we're the only people who don't see it. We're the only people who don't see our genuine goodness. We're the only people who don't see our gifts to the world. Everyone else sees it, but we don't. And so when someone wants to be in a relationship with us, we always think, but why? Even if it's a friendship, even if it's a partner thing, whatever it might be, I'm thinking to myself, but why? Like, do you know who I am? Why do you want to hang out with me? And so I think that's something that we really need to get away from and realize that when people want to hang out with us or want to be in a relationship with us, it's because they actually genuinely want to be in a relationship with us, not because they don't actually see our true self and they're trying to run away from us or whatever it might be. That's not the case, guys. They want to be around us and they like us, and that's the reason they are wanting to hang out with us. And this whole thing comes back to love and relationships. INFJs have a very hard time being in a relationship because, of course, as I said, we give a lot of ourselves away when we're in a relationship, but also because when we are in a relationship, we're always worried that that person doesn't actually know who we truly are. And so once they find out who we truly are, they're going to leave. Because we're so afraid of showing our true self to people because we think that our true self is disgusting or just not right? It's because we see ourselves really clearly. The reality of it is that most people, when they look at themselves, they're able to kind of wash over the bad parts and enhance the good parts, right? That's what they usually do. They look at themselves and they're basically lying to themselves, which is fine. That's how I wish I could do things. But when I look at myself, I see everything really clearly and I see all the good very rarely, but all the bad really clearly. And so I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking to myself, whoa, I have a lot of bad things in my personality. Whoa, I have a lot of things that I need to be careful of. Whoa, wow, whoa, right? I don't actually do that. So I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking to myself, wow, like seriously, Shikha, you are really filled with a lot of bad qualities, need a lot of improvement, basically, right? And that's all right. Like that's what human beings or being human is all about. But what we want to do is we want to be perfect to the world, right? We don't want to show our bad parts to the world. And so we end up in a relationship, we're going to end up showing our bad parts to the world because come on, you're in a relationship with a person. You can't always hide your true qualities with that. And we're constantly on edge because we think to ourselves, okay, now that they've seen this bad quality of mine, they're going to run away from me now, right? They're going to run away from me now, right? They're going to run away from me, right? Right? We're always constantly thinking that because we're always constantly worried, as soon as we show our true self to the world, boom, they're all going to disappear and we're going to be alone and sitting in our cave by ourselves. Again, I'm kind of telling you this stuff because, again, it's not easy for me to talk about this stuff, but I'm telling you because I want you guys to know, if you're an INFJ, that this is not the way we need to look at things. And maybe if you hear me talking about it, you're going to think, wow, that sounds so stupid. Or it's not the way to do things, guys. Right? We have a lot of good qualities. We have a lot of bad qualities. Every single person on the planet has exactly the same kind of mixture. Good, bad, together, right? For some reason, when we get into a relationship, we kind of idolize the person that we're with. Makes sense, right? They're so amazing. The fact that they're even hanging out with us, wow, I can't believe it. They must be really cool and special. And we feel like we have to put them on a pedestal because we think, oh, but they're hanging out with us. I mean, come on, like, they're hanging out with us. Come on, right? No, don't do that. First of all, they're hanging out with you because they like you, because they actually see you and they still like you. And that's how things are. So let them like you and like them as well. Don't feel like you have to hide yourself from it. And do not put people on a pedestal just because they like you. They're liking you because of your good qualities and your bad qualities, right? That's what friendships and relationships are all about. You see a person and you see them in their goodness and badness, and you're like, yeah, you know what? With their good qualities and bad qualities, I like them still. That is what a relationship is all about. Either a partnership or a friendship. Every friend that I have is not perfect. And I'm obviously not perfect as well, but we are together because we like each other's imperfections and perfections, right? So that's where we need to go as an INFJ. We need to go into a relationship, go into love, go into a friendship, a partnership, whatever it might be, and realize that they're going to see all of our imperfections and they're still going to love us for it. And we're going to see all their imperfections and perfections, and we're still going to love them for it. Because that's how it goes, right? That's how life is. That's what human beings are all about. We're not perfect, but we want to still be around other people. We still want to be in a relationship. And so I'm really trying in this phase that I'm in, that I'm really in this phase where I'm like, no, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to be in a relationship. No, I don't want all that stuff. I'm afraid, right? I want to get past that and realize, okay, if a person is trying to approach me with that kind of thing where I like you, do you think we could go on a date, or do you think we could hang out? I don't want to step back and say, eee! I'll be like, okay, all right, let's be calm, let's relax. All right, we can do this. We can get into a relationship with a person, and it's going to be all right. It might work out, it might not work out, but it's not going to be because of our imperfect nature. It's going to be because relationships sometimes don't work out, and sometimes they do, right? I hope this makes sense to you guys. I don't know, maybe it's just my personal quality as an INFJ, or it's just my randomness, but I really wanted to share this thing about relationships with you guys because I've been finding that love in INFJs has a weird kind of connotation to it. We're like deer in headlights. Like, we really are like bugs when like they skitter away. Like, we're like, ah! We like run away from relationships. I literally do that. So I really wanted to do this video to kind of explain it to you. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys, yeah? If you guys are interested, you can join my team at patreon.com/boomshikha, my name. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment below if you guys liked it, or you didn't understand it, or if you want more on it. Let me know, yeah? Bye for now.